we'll be having a look on the overall standings. And there we have it. These are the overall rankings, and we can see teams struggling. I mean, they're not struggling, to be honest. I mean, Fourth Tribes, HKG, and SIT Esports, they're struggling a little bit, but they're on the first page, which is great.
Question correctly and enter your real name and PUBG Mobile Catcher ID, and then after each match we will have a winner, and well, they'll be selected randomly, of course, and one raw pass will be distributed to each of those winners after each match.
Yeah, exactly, that's the case. So please go right now and participate in the giveaway, and there's a chance for you all to win that giveaway, and it's a royal pass. So what you guys were waiting for, go right now and type !giveaway into the comment section and redirect yourselves on that website. But let's just have a look on the performer team by the map, and it's going to be Rondo. So it's going to be 3 Indonesian teams. They're totally decimating the circuit in Asia Battleverse Chapter 3, especially on the map of reality. They are just insane level of performance, and look at that edge. Is that right? 72 elimination for our winner with this chicken dinner. Man, oh man, that is just so insane.
Damage. I mean, look at that. When compared to Boom and BTR, so it's close to 4,000 plus. So ridiculous numbers being drawn by RQ there. But anyway, this is the map of Rondo that we'll be looking at, and we've usually seen. We usually wait for the side of Fourth Tribes and Team Secret to perform better on the map, but in recent times, unfortunately, that's not the case. And by recent times, I mean Phase 2. In Phase 1, throughout the season, now Phase 2. Fourth Tribes and Team Secret, not really up to the mark on the map of Rondo, at least. But yeah, my other teams like HKG, they're picking up the pace. War Guy have performed decent a couple of times here, and all three areas especially have been brilliant on the map. So I'm hoping to see them in action again, and with the addition of the back into the squad, things are looking on the rise.
Yeah, things will rise, and all three areas will rise as well. But let's just say this is going to be the first match of our day, and it's going to be Rondo, and let's see which team is coming up on top and taking that winner chicken dinner, and they will be having a better, I'd say, kickstart on day number 4. It's all about the kickstart edge. If you guys are having that first chicken dinner on the map of Rondo, I'd say you are having much more elimination than 15 points, and then taking that 25-pointer or maybe 22-pointer game on the map of Rondo. That'd be sweet and decent for the teams. But today we are going to analyze the teams. They are on the second chart right now, right? Edge, because they are struggling, and if they're going to perform like this, things are looking shady for them.
It is looking scary. I mean, everyone needs to step up their game. I know these teams usually love to save their strategies and everything up until the grand finals. But if you don't really make it to the grand finals, then, I mean, come on. What are you even saving it for? So the teams at the bottom, they probably have to, use some of their trump cards here, give out their best, and come out on top. Otherwise, it will be the end for them here in the playoffs of Phase 2. And once again, keep in mind, Group Blue only have one more day of play, so they will have 6 more matches left. Every other group, they will have Green actually has 2, and Red actually has 3 days of action. So Group Red, they still have a lot of time to work with, and a lot of matches to accumulate those points. But the teams on the side of Group Blue, they don't really have a lot of time, and they don't really have any more chances left. With only 6 matches left for them, they need to step up. Group Green, on the other hand, they have 12 maps for themselves, so they also don't have a lot of time, but they still have a better chance at accumulating more points. But once again, keep in mind, they'll be facing off against Group Red, and every time someone goes against Group Red, it's not that easy. I mean, Group Red, they have some chaotic teams, and they probably are the most aggressive group once again. So when they come in, getting those eliminations are not going to be that easy.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to be easy at all. And I mean, Group Red, the group of chaos, we always do talk about and we title them. And I just want to see one team just taking that pace and maybe picking up those gears and having a great acceleration. It's going to be Team E Arena. Because in Asia Battlewars Chapter 2nd, we have seen E Arena playing crazily. But right now, they are not having a great job and they are just cutting off with that performance. So let's see how E Arena is going to be playing today. Super duper excited to see all of the players going to be joining in from E Arena as well. But it's all about Group Red today. I mean, the chaos will be there, and we know. I mean, if it's Rondo and if there's Group Red, it's going to be crazy.
It is going to be pretty interesting today for sure, and yeah, I'm excited to see how things are going to be unfolding here on the map of Rondo. Especially that is where we're going to be headed first, and once again, really aggressive map. You have the recall system coming into play, so you will probably see these teams and players coming in really strong at the early stage of the game as well. They'll probably be looking to get more elimination points rather than focusing on getting that chicken alone. I mean, they're probably going to be focused on that later half of the game, right? And once again, we've seen the strategy coming in from a lot of these teams. If you have 4 players coming up towards the end zones, you probably will have the man advantage or the numbers advantage in all of those fights towards the end circles, the end stages 7, 8, maybe even 9 in some cases. So you probably will be trying to survive with all 4 players in the squad alive. And if that happens, I think your team would probably be the most favorable one. And it has worked out. I mean, statistically, it's working out, so they might as well just go for it.
Yeah, I mean, they can go for it for sure, and that will be the case for some of the teams out there. And I mean, insane level of performance we have seen all this while. And previously in phase number 1 edge, we have seen. Why are you laughing? You're making me chuckle now. Oh man, but we
now,
keep on
I like how what we both did to our hair today. Like, I mean, I messed it up with my curl cream.
Yeah.
You did something.
Yeah.
You did something to cover up your head. Will join at all. So we'll just be waiting to witness any of these teams. I mean, honestly, at this point, give me anyone. I don't mind. We just want to see some really good action coming into play, and I think with that, we're probably going to be jumping into the map of Rondo, ladies and gentlemen. Day number 4 of Phase 2 playoffs. This is Asia Battlewars Chapter 3rd. Rondo on our screens as we will take the flight path. We'll be taking a look at that in a second. From up north to down south, we're starting towards Ryan and going towards Long Ho. This will once again give a lot of these teams, a lot of these players opportunities to go towards any part of the map. They don't really need to worry about any location at the moment. And looks like we are joining in with Group Blue and Group Red.
I mean, absolutely, that is the case. And let's see which team is coming on top and taking that first winner chicken dinner. This is going to be Asia Battlewars Chapter 3rd and day number 4. And this is the first match. And it's going to be Rondo and Team E Arena. Oh no, they're not joining, man. That's just insane to see. I just wanted to see E Arena playing and just making a havoc on this map. But E Arena, they're not here. So So it's really bad to see that, and we can see DRS. They're going to be joining with 3 players. They're not having the 4th man, so they're having a disadvantage from the start itself. It's really not good for them. But Distrack and Neo's Factory is for the first time we have seen that Distrack and Neo's Factory. There's not even a single player joining there. Edge, we can see the fight coming in. It's going to be Team RIQ, one more Indonesian team against Team it's a Pakistani team if I'm not wrong. It's ASI Esports if I'm not wrong. But let's just see which team is coming up close personal against RIQ. There's Lapper. Oh, it's actually ASI Esports Crypto with that Uzi and SMG in his hand.
With Ryan as well, I mean, didn't really expect to see teams drop down here. But ASI, they'll be losing the first one, and all of a sudden, RIQ opening things up once again. They're the ones that was holding the number 1 spot. Then BTR, they came out on top, and now it's just looking scary. Anyway, BTR now on 180 points, RIQ on 176, and in the meanwhile, DRS is already gone, eliminated. The arena didn't join in, so wow, I did not expect DRS to get taken on this early.
Yeah, exactly. T2K Esports with 3 elimination points and Ajaya with a grenade in his hand. And I guess no connection whatsoever right now. Ajaya, he's not having any sort of guns to work with. And he's having guns, STLK and AKM, which is really great, I'd say. But now we can see Ignis with that UMP might be taking one more. But wait, from the back ends, we can see Ajaya with amazing work. And the Indonesian team BTR, they took 3 winner chicken dinners on day number 2nd. On day number 3rd, we have seen them taking one more. But can they actually eliminate Team T2K Esports? Is Indonesia versus Team Nepal, and we can see Hora Esports going to be joining the equation as well. Edge. Oh no, Ajaya.
Oh, T2K. It felt like they had the upper hand for a bit. But then Hora Esports, joined the party out of nowhere, and then immediately getting themselves a few more eliminations. They're up to 4 now. And they're feeling really confident with this situation that they're in right now. And then they also need a lot of points. This is the 2nd day we're getting to witness them in action. And Hora, they didn't really have a great game coming into day number 1 of Group Red. It looks like Amins have decided not to go towards the Neox Factory. They're going towards Hangshaw. And, at the moment, they are performing really well. If you ask me, at least. They're on 83 points, yes, but still, they've been giving us some decent performances throughout the games, throughout the days. Especially Tahi. He's been phenomenal. And I believe the one team that 4 tribes do not want to fight off against on the map or on the area of New York's Factory, it feels like it is Amins. Usually, you see us talking about 4 tribes being the dominant one on that part of the map, but I think Amins might just be the new kings of it. But in the meanwhile, Alpha Cayman is also going to be joining us, so this is lovely to watch.
Yeah, it's absolutely lovely to watch. And Alpha Gaming, finally, they're here and playing. Let's see how they're going to be making a huge comeback and a remarkable recovery. We have seen Team Flash especially playing amazingly. Team Alter Ego, Aries, Rosemary right there. Snape is also there. So Snape, he's also an amazing player, we know. And with the addition of Rosemary, so Alter Ego, we can see a blast coming in from this team edge. The Xaviers, although they're not having any sort of elimination points, and this map of Rondo, it's just being way too silent. I haven't seen so much of fights coming in, and we can see the Xavier with great driving skills and great sprays as well. It's going to be Team HKG spotted. Why he's gone, and I guess it's not looking good for this player, and he's going to get down on his knees. The Xaviers, they lost the first one.
Unfortunately, one young is going to get taken down, but the retaliation is there. But it's not enough. They will not be able to get the confirmation just yet in these areas. Do they want to go for this? I think they might want to take the fights. Yes, you can see players are closing in the distance now, and one young, although he is gone, he will be getting that elimination because of the knock that he got. So Xavier will be able to confirm one. HKG have to be careful on the other hand. They have just hit the 100-point mark. They definitely don't want to go early here, and look at the positioning coming in. The repositioning is absolutely beautiful. He will take down Zero, and now all of a sudden, Xavier, they will have the upper hand. SKG, will they be able to survive this? I believe there's only oh yeah, there are 2 players left, and both of them are here, so no one's really next to a recall tower, so they will have to go for the recall. And I think they don't want to take this fight anymore. As John is probably holding on, but Russell is making a move. He's on the hunt.
Yeah, exactly. He's making a move and he is on a hunt. The Xavier's the player, he has been recalled, which is good. And Team HKG versus the Xaviers. This 4v4 battle is coming up great and interesting. And we are down to 16 teams. We were starting with 17. And we have seen only one elimination coming in, which was DRS. And one Nepali team just got wiped out from the start itself. I mean, they're having a really great spot in the overall standing. So nothing to fuss about, nothing to worry about. And the Xaviers, on the other hand, they're having 2 eliminations. They were able to capitalize good, but FL Chops will be taking that domination tag, and he is a dominant player.
You're definitely right about the situation of DRS. I mean, they're in a good spot, but E-Arena not joining. Now, they've already not had a good phase 1. They didn't even make it to the grand final, so now coming into phase 2, I was expecting to see them in action. I mean, day 1 they did decent. 39 points is not a great. it's not a bad position to be in. If they somehow manage to get 40 points a day, that's 160 points in total. It'll be enough to put you in a top 18, 16, depending on the fan favorite teams. But at the moment, Team Hora, they're dropping out more players on the side of Xavier too. So that's 5 eliminations for them. I mean, at this point, it feels like Hora's biggest, opponents, or their biggest hurdle. It feels like they are Team Flash. So we'll get to see that in action, probably.
Yeah, and Hora Esports, Eagle is there, and we haven't seen Sky playing today from the side of Hora Esports. So, I mean, he's an amazing player, but Eagle, he is down. This is not good for Hora Esports. 5 greater elimination points they're having, and this is a great start for Hora Esports Alliance. From the backends, we can see the grenades are also coming in. HKG, they just got eliminated. Hora Esports, this is the kickstart. They wanted Alpha Gaming. Alpha Gaming versus Hora Esports are losing the sport slowly and steadily, but Hora, this is a different level of dominance from the start. We haven't seen Hora Esports dominating this way in the start itself.
We've seen very few games where Hora has, started off on a really, really good note, and most of those games, they do come out on top, and in a dominant way as well, as you said. So this could be one of those ways, but we'll see. One of those games, if Hora can actually come out on top with 1 player standing now. They will lose control over this area for sure, but Hora, they might be able to go for the recall there, and as you said, SKG getting taken down there. I believe that was Xavier there, putting the screws to them at the end. 5 eliminations, which means their totals up to 101 now. Decent position, but it's still not enough. SKG, they need to, give us something more, to have some more belief into the grand finals, because once again, it feels like they will make it to the playoffs. But it's not going to be that easy at all if you don't get 150 points. I feel like it's because today is the last day that we'll be getting to witness them in action. All the teams on the group blue. The next 2 days, it's group green and group red, and all the teams in the group blue, right? All they can do is just sit back and pray and hope that no other teams takes them down in the overall. That's all they can do. They can't really change the numbers anymore. So these 6 games are going to be very important for all of these teams in group blue.
Yeah, that's the key scenario, and now we'll be having a look on Team RRQ. We're down to our top 15 teams and 10 minutes marker into the game. 52 players are still remaining in the lobby, so not so much of elimination we have seen, but E-Arena, they did not join into the game, and still they are in top 13. I mean, not in top 13, maybe they are struggling in the second place because there is one more group teams coming in, in between, so E-Arena will be having a look where that team is just having their spots, but Team RRQ right now, we can see they were able to capitalize one greater elimination points for the team. And now into the upcoming one, we have seen Lapper, Pragos, Genforce especially just popping off and popping heads of the enemy teams and opponents. So RQ, can they actually pick this chicken dinner today? They're having only and only one elimination edge. RQ, what do you think? One elimination RQ in the first phase, or maybe in the second stage, and 18 more seconds for the third stage. Because Edge, we haven't seen RQ actually having, or maybe seeing only and only having one elimination on the map of Rondo in the starting phase, because they take those aggressive fights from the start itself.
Yeah, I don't think I'm worried about RQ at all. The one team that's been, insanely consistent, and 176 points into day 4. I feel like it's a decent position to be in, and they don't really have that much to worry about. We'll see how things turn out, though. But as you said, with just one elimination right now, with 4 players standing, I still think there's a really good chance that they will probably get 5 to 6 at least coming into the game. So decent number of position placement points also they probably will be acquiring. So we'll see how things turn out here. At the moment, Ferrari putting some pressure on Jiggle Hora. The other players on the side of Hora Esports there as well. And Alpha Gaming looks like they're on the hunt for the side of Hora Esports. They just took them down, and then the recall came in, and now they're back to them again. Alpha Gaming, they kind of want to eliminate the side of Hora Esports. From the server.
Yeah, they do want it, and Alpha Gaming, one player is gone. Can they recall that player is the question, and I guess they can. So Alpha Gaming, there's nothing to worry about. And Alpha Gaming are having 4 good elimination to work with. They were able to eliminate one team, Hora Esports. They do spot Hora Esports. They did not take any sort of sprays or maybe retaliation shots. So it's all about the consistency. And Men's Esports versus Team Sky Forces. Oh no, this one more fight has been started, and I guess Edge, we will be witnessing those greater rotation clashes coming in now.
These rotations have to be careful. You never really know where players are, where teams are, where the 2 cheeky players will be. Usually see on the map around, you have one player, posted up towards the recall tower, and then you have multiple other players trying their best to get as many points as possible, get as many eliminations as possible in weird ways coming in. But we'll see how things turn out as the game progresses. Skyforce is just 24 standing. Will he be able to go for the recall or elimination? The last man standing. Yeah.
मैंने तुम्हारे फोन में एक हाई रिवॉर्ड वाली गेम डाउनलोड की है। कुछ टाइम बाद ये गेम रिचार्ज मांगती रहेगी। फिक्र मत करो, इस गेम में रिचार्ज का कोई प्रेशर
For the
teams, and we can see Team Flash on our screen, and man, these guys and all these players are just insane. When they're actually dominating, we can't even spot. dominating. We can't even. Now we are going to redirect our minds, and now we can see Team Horror Esports Eagle with 9 freaking eliminations and total dominance coming in from this team. Let's just see into the upcoming ones how they are going to perform, because Edge, now Team Horror Esports, this is not the typical Horror Esports we saw playing. They are just insane right now, and the level of performance and the level of consistency these teams are showing is just insane, man. Let's see Horror Esports. Can they actually make it happen and take that winner chicken dinner? But ASI Esports, they're having 5, and Team Platinum, up close personal, amazing spray incoming baby, but Ronio is really low to the HP where his teammates are. They need to cover his player and teammate.
ASI 8, Tandem will be on the verge of being eliminated. This is Dimsey surviving on a whimsy at the moment, but he might just get taken down. Yes, the man advantage they have is insane, but RIQ looks like they want to take down the players on the side of Alliance who have just joined in. They're together, but there's just 2 players. RIQ, they have 4. Genforce gets 1. Leper with the last blow, and there you have it, another elimination. RIQ with 5 now, as Alliance goes out in 8th position with 5 eliminations as well. Decent number, you would say, but keep in mind they have not played 6 maps, and they will play 6 less than the others. So the 18 games that they're gonna play, they will have to be out of their mind. And this team of Alliance right now, we are still waiting to see what kind of performance. A lot of eliminations coming into this one. Looks like they might be the ones going down here in the top 5 first. As Hora, they only have 1 more player standing on his feet. They have to be careful as Preetham gets taken down. It's Pragos who will actually be the one getting that point. So they'll be happy with that elimination as RIQ now looking to build a gap there between them and BTR in 2nd position.
Yeah, absolutely. And now we can see Team RQ, they're surviving with 4 players, having great utility, 4 smokes, 4 grenades, 1 Molotov to work with, and Team Flash, Zeus, the solo man standing. I mean, we know if there's even a single player surviving of Team Flash, so there's a hope, there's a chance Team Flash might actually take that winner win it. To take that winner win a chicken dinner, but Team Flash Juice, how he is going to perform. But now, as I'm talking off, he is just gone. There are no chances and no probability of Team Flash taking this winner win a chicken dinner because the elimination has been completed. SIT Esports RQ, Hora Esports Team 2K are the teams surviving into the 7th zone. But Edge, what do you think, man? Which team is coming on top? Because Team RQ, it's looking like the Indonesian dominance is just popping off.
Linden. The Indo dominance once again is coming up on it's on the map of Rondo. Again, you can see it. It's pretty clear. again, you can see it pretty clear.